Yo, welcome back. Welcome back. I know it's been a minute. I've been slacking on the uploads. I got Sims videos I need to get out. I got Pokemon videos I need to get out. I got new Pokemon video game videos to get out. And I'm working on a project right now that I am super excited to tell you guys about, but I can't. I gotta keep it. I gotta keep it in the vault for the time being. But more news on that will come soon. But I want to talk about this new anime that just came out. They are already 6 episodes in, and I just happened to click on the first episode. Uh, it is currently 4 a.m. my time, right? Well, 4:42 a.m. my time. So, and the video just ended. Well, the anime just ended. So, it, as you can see from the title, man, we're talking about Cleavatess, and oh my goodness, I was looking for something that was like a palate cleanser, something a little bit different from the Kaiju number eights, the Don Dons, and just all of those like over the top, flashy shows. Like, and I love them, but like we're so deep in like the series on there that everything is like power scaled up so like kind of heavily, and then with the Don art, oh my gosh, that shit is just beautiful. But I needed something new. I needed something fresh. I wanted to see, was there something out there that can catch my eye and work me back into what a good anime story was. And I feel like I may have found it with this one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want this video to get like to be too long, but we gonna recap this first episode. It's been a while since I recapped an anime episode, and this one, oh my goodness. So before we get into all of that, man, make sure you guys like and subscribe. That's gonna help me reach my goal of basically being able to do this for you guys full time and everything like that. Without further ado, run that intro.
Yo, hey, look, how you been a go in a vet? How you pull up with your foot up on they neck? I can put your girl's soul on a shirt on my chest, that's a flex. I don't really gotta pay for no respect. Listen, I don't got time till a paddock on my wrist say 145 out in Dallas with her. And she giving me the work like a couple days miss. Babe, I know I'm not yours, so you know I gotta dip. I got money on my mind and a couple ways to get it. I hope NTV be still trying to find out how I'm living.
We open an anime up on just this wide shot of like a farm town, a prairie. I guess it's a prairie, but what caught me immediately was the art style. Like it reminded me of like those old school, what is it, like Berserk and Guts and all those types of anime, like with that gritty, grainy, like old school esque feel to it. I loved it. I was already hooked on this, but they almost threw me right out the window because we open up with the craziest info dump ever, and I get it. They want to just throw us into action, and anytime I see this much lore dumped, either we're about to get like a lot of action really soon, or we're not gonna get no more lore for like a while, or we're gonna get a lot of stuff that connects to it within like the next few episodes. But they wasn't bull crapping. Like immediately we get to see our main character, we come to find out his name is Alicia. She's shown in the band of 13 heroes. So they're on their way to fight this super dark beast, or the dark beast lord. And before they even get there, everything goes to I mean, people start getting packed up immediately. This guy literally gets ripped out from the horse's side, from the driver's seat, while telling them that, hey, yo, we got some magic beasts, some dark beasts out here. And then this scene, I didn't actually see this scene until until I was editing this video. I'm like, holy shit. Like, are they eating the fucking horses? Like, the horses never stood a chance. That shit sucks. But as you know, this is a story about superpower here. They ain't called heroes for no reason. And we get to see all of that lore really get to hit home because they don't talk about what type of powers they using with their weapons. They just immediately get to blitzing. And honestly, bro, he's in the wrong sport. This is D1 talent. This is professional sports level talent. Do you see the vertical on this? This is ridiculous. But we get to the main character, who I say is the main character story. Obviously, I mean it's his name, but dog is like the most ultimate aura farmer. Like, what is this? Like, I saw this scene, I was like, yo, bro is literally on his Itachi. I think the last time I seen a scene this cold was in Naruto when Itachi was sitting on top of the light pole. That's crazy. But boom, they get into a fight. And I'm thinking, all right, these, they was talking about how these weapons was crazy, crazy powerful. Her dad showed that he lost a leg in fighting these dark beasts. So, we might see somebody die. I did not expect nobody to die in the way that the captain, self-appointed captain, got packed up. He literally got fold. When they say fold him up, this is literally what they mean. I mean, they got dude in a permanent scorpion. This is ridiculous. And he later just decimates like the other 12, well, the other 11, like it ain't nothing. Alicia shows that she can at least do something and get us to scratch in on his horn, but this pisses him off. I mean, this don't just piss him off. This puts him into full on recollection mode. Like, bro, go to thinking about the past 1,000 years. What happened? Like, what? Why everybody getting so uppity all of a sudden? And then he's doing this mid fight. He's taking people out like, yo, I'm just trying to chill. And honestly, this is where I'm kind of like, wait a minute, what's this show doing? Are we gaining sympathy for this dark beast? And honestly, something deep down inside of me was telling me to be here for it, And he's like, yeah, we just gonna get to it. So boom, eliminates Alicia, and I'm just like, yo, wait a minute. How he just opened up the scene with this girl, and all of a sudden she just got turned into block cheese. It is crazy. But we move on from there to the actual capital of Hedonin. I believe it's Hedonin. If you know I feel like it's Hedonin. I was watching it in the sub, not the dub, so it sounded like they were saying Hedonin. But he pulls up to the city once again. The second time he decides to aura farm in the whole episode, and I'm just like, yo, bro, got to chill out. 'Cause he's either not been around humans, as he said, for 1,000 years, or he just super flashy. But we meet the king, who honestly, he's an asshole. I kind of see why he wanted to pull up, because he's just like, oh yeah, we got to get to the forge. Let's get the weapons. Let's make sure the forge is protected. And we get to actually see what it is that actually gives these weapons their magical power. And it's an actual magical forge. And apparently they are the only people in the world, apparently, who can use this. So I think that's pretty dope that they have something as powerful as this. Like, it rivals magic, but it's not technically magic. I mean, it kind of is magic, but it's not. I mean, we'll get to all that later. But then we get to see these boys pull out the big ballista blickies, and my dude is literally in thought about where this forge could be. He's thinking, I destroy the forge, I don't gotta worry about them pulling up with these weapons no more. I can chill, I don't gotta worry about nothing. And then they fire off the blickies, and he catches these. He don't just dodge them. He catches them mid-air and throws them back almost, I would say, as strong as they shot him at them. And this one I knew is like, yeah, like there's literally nothing y'all can do about this guy. If Cleavatess want to come destroy your crib, he's gonna do that. He's on Avenger level crib destroying time, and I kind of dig it. He meets up with the king of Hedon, and they get to talking. And really and truly, it is dope to see that I felt like he probably would have spared him. I really thought he would have spared him. He asks him, why do y'all attack me? What's so important about y'all coming to take my life? And I don't know, this king gotta be either super prideful, or he knew he was gonna die and wanted to go out like an absolute G, because he basically told him, you a piece of shit. That's why we want to kill you. You don't belong here. And immediately gets his head cut off. And after rewatching that, it was actually worse than that. He did get his head cut off. He got his head impaled and then ripped off his body almost as clean as you would do a sheet of notebook paper. Oh my gosh. After seeing these clips, I saw so much more detail when coming back to set up this video. And Oh my goodness. This is why I'm definitely going to be locked in on watching some more of this. So after showing that he is just the king of aura farming in this kingdom, he's walking through and here's a baby crying. So I already knew how this was going to go. Oh man, he's going to save the baby. But I didn't think it was going to be so impactful on him. I thought somehow, some way, this baby was going to turn him into possibly putting him on a good path. You know, he takes it in. He tries to do everything he can to take care of the baby, I guess. But the one thing that's glaring on my mind, and apparently was glaring on Clevatess' mind as well, is how we gonna feed this baby? And I shit you not. And this episode was 45 minutes. I spent 20 of those 45 minutes praying somebody fed this goddamn baby. Okay. So after realizing that the baby might need a human caregiver, this is how we get our co-MC back into the game, and he brings her back to life. And honestly, well, not back to life, because she's technically a walking corpse at this point, which is crazy, because is your life over at this point? I mean, you can die at any point, I guess, whenever he chooses for you to. It is crazy. But he one of the funniest parts in the whole episode, he asked to see this girl's breasts to feed the baby, and the way he went about it was so troll like oh, like, bro, you have to be trolling. Like, you could have literally just told her what the deal was, but he put her through shame. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm digging Clevatess's. I'm digging his character design. But what brought me to loving this even more is the fact that he pulls off, for what is this, his third aura form in the show, as he transforms into fucking teenage Itachi for real. And honestly, the design is cold. I rocks with it. The horn, I get it, but without that horn, I feel like that's like almost a real deal teenage Itachi. So they had to give him the horn, in my opinion. But we smash cut to back to Hidanon, where we get to see that the royal family is actually looking for any survivors. And then we get to see that they're actually finna get raided by the neighboring country. And they got probably one of the most cold-blooded magicians, wizards, sorcerers, whatever we're calling them in this series, in the kingdom. And honestly, if we introducing magic on top of these knights and these magical regalia is what the weapons are actually called in the show, then yo, this definitely might be something I'm rocking with. But Alicia finds out that the baby ain't just a regular baby. It's actually royal blood. It's the heir to the Heaton throne. And my guy Clev gets like the craziest idea. He's like, oh yeah? Well, instead of me deciding whether or not this experiment was going to decide the fate of humanity, why don't I just raise him, put him in charge, and then just rule from the shadows? And man, I can kill him when I want to. This freaks out Alicia. This freaks out me, because I'm thinking, yo, this bro finna change his ways. You know, he about to be on team good guy. He finna see that raising a kid is cool, everything like that. But no, he out here. He is so bored with humanity. He is so fed up with humanity. He will literally play the long con in ways like 50 years, just to be like, the moment y'all get out of line, I'm gonna have your own people do it. And I'm loving this character design. I'm loving this beast parent trope. I think that's the trope that it's going for. I believe so. But we get to the end of the chapter. I've been reading a little bit of manga here and there. We get to the end of the episode, and Alicia realizes that this is gonna be her job to protect the baby Luna at all costs, which is a boy, by the way. For the longest I thought this was a girl. To protect him at all costs. And I'm like, yeah, this is definitely gonna feel like something I'm gonna watch, just for these idiots to get kidnapped, yo. And before he strikes this dude with the baby, I'm like, he's holding the baby. The baby hasn't eaten yet. Oh my god, this was so stressful. As someone who loves kids, man, this was so stressful to watch. This is extremely stressful, and I'm like, yo, this is just a cartoon. But God, dog, I think this episode went on from the time we met this baby. This baby did not have any food for that whole rest of the episode. That is ridiculous. But we end with literally his final aura farm of the episode. That puts us at like 4 or 5, really and truly, of him sitting in the 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 wagon holding the baby, the only one not tied up with his hands behind his back, and he's just chilling. And honestly, by the end of this, I wanted to go ahead and start this second episode, but I decided to make this video instead. So I'm gonna get this video edited, and I'm gonna jump right back into episode 2, and I'll probably have that one ready to go for you guys. The day after this one comes out, probably. But if you've come across this anime, you like this anime, you want to talk about it with me, then drop in the comments what you think about it, what you like about it. I'm gonna be moving on to episode 2 and 3. Then I'm gonna do 4 and 5, and then probably 6 and 7 by the time 6 and 7 come out, and do them like 2 at a time from here on out. Where are we at? About 15 minutes. I feel like we can do it in about like 10 to 15 minutes for these videos. But as always, if you guys are liking these videos, like I said before, like the video, subscribe to it, share it with your friends. I am on the road, man, to 200. We're literally almost there. It's the little things, guys. It's the little things that count. And if we hit 200, I'll go ahead and open up the vault, and I will show you guys what I've been cooking up. Like, I'm a creator. This is what I love to do. So, man, I am super excited about everything that's coming in the near future, man. Like, we got a lot of cool stuff to get into, and I gotta get on getting these videos out. So you already know, it's Rico. I'm out. I'm probably just gonna go to sleep. I'm not gonna cap. I'll holla at y'all later.